Hey friends, I just wanted to stop in and talk to you for a second about earning income passively and how can you make that become a reality. I think this is something that all educators are like, I have this wealth of knowledge and I want to share it with other people. And I was doing some thinking myself because that is just really something that I want to really kind of explore myself. Most of teaching is active. Okay. So if you are not, in the classroom, then you're probably sitting down with somebody one to one. And trying to figure out how to do that passively can be a little bit of a challenge. So I'm going to be talking about one thing that I'm currently working on, and I'll share that with you in a moment. But the very first thing that I want to talk to you about is two other ways, and I've got some notes over here on my other screen. So the first thing that you can try to do is you can try to create and sell classes online, which I have tried. I have not been successful at selling a lot of them, and I'll be the first to tell you that, like anything, it has to do with marketing. I'm not using like Kajabi or any of these larger platforms. I was just going to see Udemy. I wrote down a few: Udemy, Teachable, Skillshare. Uh, those would maybe be some places that you could go to set all of that up. And I have not done that. And as a matter of fact, I don't know that I ever will. Okay. And I'll get to that reason in a minute. So creating a course is one thing because it takes a ton of work behind the scenes. Kelly has done an amazing job. Kelly Michelle Duram, she has done an amazing job of setting those up. She's got the links, she's got everything there. I think it's just brilliant. I have come up with a different way. She uses, I believe, Podia to host those, and so that is just a place that you can go and kind of poke around and look to see if they're set up. And the thing is that I am thinking overhead wise, I don't want to spend that much money. But if you have a really great course and you can sell a lot of them, does it really matter how much? Because you're going to be making money. So I think that's the other thing that I have to do a better job of is kind of get my mind wrapped around what would that look like. And Kelly is the expert for us. So she is definitely the person that can kind of help us out. And of course, every time I start a recording, my phone goes ding, 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 because I help with a couple of Facebook groups and I get all these notifications that somebody wants in the group or there's a post that needs to be approved. So my apologies. Okay. If you're going to set up an online course, again, you want to think about your expertise and your niche. Don't try to teach something that you're not able to do. Just don't do it. You're going to look bad. Don't. I mean, if you know how to crochet and you're really good at it, then do a class on crocheting. Or if you know how to woodwork and you're really good at it, then by all means, set up a woodworking course for other people because people will pay to watch that. You just have to creatively figure out a way to make that happen. Write and sell educational materials. I know at the SOAR 2 conference, Yolanda Duguay talked about that. And she even showed us the steps to take. And that has always been a goal of mine. I've always wanted to be a published author. And I'm like, I'm sitting on this minefield of information. And why aren't I just taking the next step? So that is definitely something to do. Now, don't discount places like Teachers Pay Teachers. I feel like Teachers Pay Teachers is so oversaturated that it's really hard to get into the marketplace. But if you're willing to do all, run your own blog and then, keep referring back to the things that you have posted there, it's probably a pretty good gig. So don't discount that. That might be a great thing for you to do. But then you can also sell them straight off of your own website. And so you can be, I believe you can do that on Wix. You can do it on WordPress. You might have to have the plugin and then make everything talk. So again, if technology is a challenge for you, that might be too difficult. So you might want to consider Teachers Pay Teachers. Okay. And then start an educational YouTube channel. Kelly Michelle Duram, she's doing an amazing job. She is really trying to get things started. I don't know at what point. I think 200 followers or subscribers, I think, is where you can start to monetize it. And she's getting very, very close. But it's taken her a good solid year probably to get that going. And, then you have to think creatively. How can I draw attention? So you might have to, interview some other experts in the field, or you have to be thinking about posting your content quite often. So those are 3 ways to make passive income as a private tutor. I want to go back to the very first one about creating a course. Now, believe it or not, I have a course for kids. and I call them Ed Hubs for Learning. And we explore all of this in my uh, Tech Hub for Tutors. I'll get there because I like to say tech a lot, evidently. And let me just pull up some information in the background. I probably should have had this up before I started this recording. Okay, so I use Google Classroom, and I would like to say I'm an expert at it. I don't know, maybe I'm not, but I use it all the time. And so I'm going to share with you some of the things that I've done in the background. And this is kind of the inside scoop on the Tech Hub for Tutors, because this is exactly what I do with my membership group. I show them behind the scenes. Okay. So all of these little tiles can be moved around, which is really cool. But all these little tiles represent all of the Google Classrooms that I currently have up and running for students that I've worked with or am currently working with. And I've got this page actually goes way down below. And those are my students that maybe have stopped my program, but have told me they might come back during the summer. So I haven't officially archived their classrooms yet, because archiving them means that I can go and get the links, but once they're archived, they're somewhat disabled. Okay. So I really didn't want to do that quite yet because I wasn't quite there. Okay. So I'm going to hop into the Tech Hub for Tutors for you guys, just to kind of show you a little bit about Google Classroom and the amazing things that it can do for you. And then I'm going to show you inside of, just give you a sneak peek at some of the things that I've set up for my summer learning, because this is going to go on autopilot. Now, the Tech Hub for Tutors is kind of a hybrid course. Okay. So you get welcomed, you get reminders in the stream, you get different things in the stream, but the classwork tab is where all of the magic happens. Okay. So I put a little assignment in here that says take a snapshot of your Ed Hub and share it with the others. I just put that on yesterday. Weekends are not a good time to post because teachers are taking the time off, but probably about Wednesday night, people will see that. Okay, so inside of my Tech Hub for Tutors is a hub for learning. And when my members come in here, there's all kinds of things for them to access. And you can see that I've got some stuff that is going to be coming up for our April 9th meeting. We're going to be talking about content creation using doc slides, adding links, posts, things like that. So that's all going to be in here. And then at each time I record something in a live event, I share that inside of the Tech Hub for Tutors. So all of these are on here. Then I have a built-in course already in here teaching my members how to use Google Classroom. And each one of these has a video and it has a form that they can go in and do some thinking with. They don't have to fill out the form, but for those people that really need that, that's a perfect thing. So what is Google Classroom? How do you set up Google Classroom? What is the interface? How do you create assignments, quizzes, discussions? How do you share feedback to students within a Google Classroom? We do a deep dive into docs, sheets, slides. That's pre-recorded, but in my live event, we will actually practice that. I talk about CAM extensions, the whiteboarding options, calendar scheduling, and then these are screen records of different things that I've come across. And I actually probably need to get one up because it's March 10th and I haven't posted for a while. So good reminder. More information on whiteboarding, and I still need to change this from coming in February to just resources for online teaching. Okay, so this is their hub. This is where they come to. But inside of here, I have all of my days and times when we're meeting and what we're covering. So they know exactly what's even coming all the way through December. Okay, so I was keeping these times through May 9th, and then I'm going to reassess and say, hey, I'm noticing most people are showing up at this time. I'm going to change these dates to these times. Okay, so, and that's just what you do. You look at your audience. What do they need? How can you support them? And so forth. Now, for a quick view or quick hop into my login and learn, I'll just show you my kindergarten through second. Okay, so my kindergarten through second, this is a static course that parents can buy for their families. Okay, and what I've done is I have recorded some stories. I've put the stories in here. They're scheduled to go live on different days. And then I've put reading skills, vocabulary activities, writing, games and art activities in here for the families. And this will be like a monthly recurring charge to them. So they will be I believe I set my price point at $140. And I think actually it might just be $140 for the whole summer. Yeah, I think that's what I decided, because there's like 10 weeks during the summer, and $14 per week covers the cost of that. That's less than eating out. And so that hub is, here it is, you're in control. Okay. And so if you're looking for something with passive income, that might be the idea that you might want to wrap your head around. What expertise do you have that you can share with families and build a course around that? And for 10 weeks of access, and on top of that, they get access to a portal which allows my students to get on and do live practice online. That's less than sending your child to daycare for a month, or hosting an event for your family. If you're going to host Easter or whatever celebration you have, you're going to spend more than that. And to me, it's really well worth it. So that is what I am going to be marketing for my students this summer. And then again, that's the other thing. You have to figure out how to market. So Kelly's our expert on that. She's got lots of really good tips and tricks. And I know inside of the VIP membership, there's also some information that I believe I put on there about marketing and using the Facebook Meta Planner. So I hope that this is giving you really good ideas about ways that you can create passive income. And if you would like more information about how to sign up for the Tech Hub for Tutors, you can head over, and I'll just pull it up here real quick, to midwesttutor.com. And I was putting an RSS thing on here, and this thing keeps coming up. So let me get rid of that one. And let me just present my board one more time before ending this quick video. Okay, thanks for your patience. And if you scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page, and by the time you guys are getting on here, the SOAR 2 stuff will be off. But I have a quick little introduction to what is the Tech Hub for Tutors. And then you can look at the membership here and here. You can follow me on Instagram, and you can learn a little bit more, or just, hey, yeah, I'm interested. Here's my questions, and you can RSVP for that. But I hope that the VIP membership is something that is bringing a lot of extra value to your tutoring business. And as usual, you can reach out to any one of us if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. We will be meeting with you monthly. So April, May, and June. And then at the end of June, the VIP group disappears. It'll be all gone. So really make sure that you get through all the materials, take advantage of that, and show up to the live activities. And then you'll be able to network with some other people and find out what they are doing as well. And as usual, you guys make it a great day and keep the learning going.